Hello, my name is James Wrigley and welcome to Retire Life Ready. I've been thinking about starting a podcast for quite some time and I thought there is no time like the present, so here we go. There are 1 million finance podcasts in Australia. This one does make it 1,000,001. I would appreciate it if you could listen along. What I'm hoping to try and do with this podcast is, for the most part, it be me explaining topics rather than having interview style podcasts like most others are. I've been wanting to start a podcast to share in a little bit more detail some of the things that I put online. I post a lot of videos online on Instagram and TikTok and LinkedIn and Facebook and all of these other places, but more often than not, they are really short form videos. Instagram in particular, I need to keep my videos to under 3 minutes so that I can post it as what's called a reel that then gets better reach. You can see it and engage with it, and hopefully you enjoy that type of content. But starting a podcast is an opportunity for me to talk in a little bit more detail on a whole range of different topics where I'm not quite limited to that 3-minute duration. Now, when I first started thinking about launching a podcast, I listened to a whole lot of podcasts myself anyway, and most of those podcasts, particularly the finance ones, are a conversation between two people. Often they're sitting on couches opposite each other, and those podcasts get chopped up into pieces, and then there's small videos put out online, and then you can listen to the conversation. But it sounds like you're an extra person listening to that conversation, and some of those podcasts are fantastic, but I wanted to try and do something a little bit different with this one. I asked some of my audience online if I should start a podcast, and some of the feedback that I got, or one comment that I got in particular, was that the online videos that people watch, it looks like it's me, it's me talking to the camera, but it feels like it's me just talking to the person on the other side rather than being part of a broader conversation. So I wanted to try and keep this podcast in such a way where it feels like it's me just talking to you, explaining certain topics. I'm going to be looking to you for ideas on topics, but me explaining topics to you. I'll have the odd guest here and there, but for the most part, I'm going to try and just keep this to myself. There's a different podcast that I host that's for financial advisors, and that's where I have to interview guests, and finding guests for podcasts just in general can be quite difficult. It's a whole lot easier if it's just me recording on a particular topic. I can record at a time that I want to record and be done with it. So that's a little bit about what I'm hoping to do with the podcast, but what about me? Who am I? I'm a licensed financial advisor and I work in a firm called First Financial. We work with people all over Australia. Sometimes it's in person in our office in the CBD in Melbourne. Most of the time it's online with people that are all around Australia. We help them make better financial decisions and ultimately live the life of their choosing and what we call retire life ready. Outside of work, I'm married and have 2 children. My kids love their tennis and their football. I play tennis myself. I swim, I go to the gym, I keep active. I also do some videos about my backyard, the house that I'm in. We knocked down and rebuilt our house and had to redo the garden. Spent a lot of time and effort on that, and so I've taken a bit of a liking to the gardening, and so there's some gardening videos that are put online, often lawn care videos. So maybe sometimes these podcasts will be a little bit more than just the finance side of things. It might be just me sharing a little bit more about my life. We'll see how we go, see what you're interested in. I would love your feedback. Thank you for joining me. This is just the intro. Stay tuned for episode number 1.